The next person that I'm going to invite to the stage will be Jennifer Ruth Perry. Give her a round of applause, please.
I'm safe. Skyscraper with a cement thick foundation. We laughed that night at the cinema of YouTube as we shared, loading screens of guaranteed giggles, competing for a smiling prize. And we cared. Neglecting the forecast, preoccupied with the perfect now. We've got so much in common. I'd perform endless verbs for him, and him likewise. Deaf to the storm on the windows, and suddenly, life stops singing. And in an instant, the skyscraper fell. We lose our reason for building, our blueprint's gone. And we start falling through the cracks in our concrete promises. The games are over and the voltage high. We've got so much in common. I disliked his tone, him likewise. Stubbornly parked in a rubble pile, irrational thunder striking everywhere. Splintering our fingers on the framework that we built together. So where's the specification, and why do your eyes suddenly hate me? Every laugh now ripped from my abdomen, the humidity irritates my spirit. In a hurricane, these imaginary winds, they cause destruction. And we're stuck in an obstinate winter, breathing the same offended air, prodded constantly by his words and my words, and nothing would let me forget how angry I am. The YouTube clip isn't funny anymore. So I bounced the screen, pondering to play again. See, I could swallow the suffocating lump and just get over it, but that's humility. It reduces you to sawdust. The invisible bonds which have committed us to care. You know, Adam couldn't hate Eve. They left the garden together. So, situation ruined, funds gone, and I couldn't walk home alone if I tried. I just wanted to go back. Back to the laughs of 15 minutes earlier. Back to reading the braille of his hug, decrypting the ... of his name. Under a dull sun, face to face with my favourite human, I know the magic which fixes all things. The rain wells up in my eyes, and a slow black river meanders down the cheek that he knows. So he takes his hand, the hand that he knows, the hand that built this wall together, and I know the hurricane's over.
The next poet that I'm going to bring out to the stage. Put your hands together and welcome Chidera Okoro. Give it up.
I have become the symphony only heard by those isolated souls deprived of hearing from birth. The unborn child with undeveloped hands submerged in a liquid shield soon to be tainted by the drugs that bring her that smile only seen when a mother beholds her newborn child. My father placed on mute while he watches her taint my blood. The child that sits in the classroom with words of destruction flowing into her ears at the same pace as that car exceeding the 30-mile limit at a school crossing, only to find a dwelling place in the chambers of my heart, only to rise again from dormant to torment an innocent mind, a mind torn apart by means of survival. Judging eyes wonder why every night a new hand lays upon my delicate skin, taking my remaining innocence, leaving me with that money needed to keep that roof over my head one last night. I am the stars suspended in the darkness of the night sky, there but never to be heard. The symphony. The isolated souls, the unborn child, the tormented mind, that remaining innocence, I am the silence of the world.
Tammie Lee in the house? Do we have a Tammie Lee in the house? Give it up for Tammie Lee as she makes her way up to this stage right now.
Life occurs a little too soon. I'll speak the truths of life and I'll tell you that there are no cliched butterflies leaving their cocoons. Instead, a fertilized egg will develop itself constructively, so discordant, so disruptively, and parents will praise, spoil and idolize in result only to realize that offspring despise the blood running under their own skin, causing conflicts with complex kin. A messed up world, I agree. Expectations of our future generations seems to degenerate as I live each day at a time. Youths younger than I commit crimes excessively with not a split second worth of thought towards protection as they all deny any kind of contraception. Who am I to lie about the truths of life? I'll analyse corruption, natural disasters, volcanic eruptions, and mankind create masses of destruction. Such violence creates vibes and negative attention, which leads our world inevitably to a world of hatred and rejection. Thank you.
Put your hands together for Abbey Olusanya-Darby. Give her a round of applause. Make her feel welcome as she approaches the stage.
Screams fill the room. I look down into her pale face. What should I do? Stay strong, keep a brave face, or burst into tears? After all, it'll all be over soon, won't it? Tears start to run down her soft brown cheek. This can't be happiness. But I can see she wants this. She wants this to work. She wants this child to work. I can see the pain that she's going through. She's gonna blow! I yell, just to get her to smile. Sorry, it's written in yellow. But I'm hurting just as much as her. My pulse starts to rape as she's ripped from my grasp. I don't want her to leave. She's crying. She disappears into the taxi. My dad puts an arm around me. She'll be all right, he says. She's a fighter, just like Mumsy. In the night, I desperately hold on to these words. I rock backwards and forwards on my bed. Shallow snores come from the bottom bunk, but I can only see darkness. When my nerves finally calm down, I drift into a deep sleep, but I wake up feeling different. No one's in my room, but I can hear the cheering coming from downstairs. They know something I don't. I go downstairs and see her sitting there. I breathe a sigh of relief. She's all right. My sister's all right. My niece is all right.